Derived variables are created when we want to calculate a new data field from existing variables. We can create derived variables in our data file and then upload to instant intelligence reporting. Let's open our data file. For this example, I'm going to use a formula to group the rating scores into 3 bands: 1 to 3 low, 4 to 6 medium, and 7 to 10 high. By grouping these scores into bands, the data becomes much more meaningful and easier to analyse. You can use any type of formula here, but for this example, I'm going to use a VLOOKUP. Firstly, let's give our new variable a var name and a var label. I'm going to label both banded rating. Now let's create a lookup table in a new sheet. In the first column, we need to list the rating scores from 1 to 10. And in the second column, we need to define the new variable answer next to the corresponding score. For example, 1 to 3 low will sit next to scores 1, 2 and 3. 4 to 6 medium will sit next to scores 4, 5 and 6. And 7 to 10 high will sit next to scores 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now that we've created a lookup table, we are ready to create our derived variable. Let's go back to our main data sheet and create a VLOOKUP to this table. In my case, equals VLOOKUP Q4 in sheet 1, columns A to B, report me back the second column and false. Now let's copy the formula down to the bottom row of data, and there we have our new variable. Let's save the data file as a CSV file and re-import the data to the tool. The data will take a couple of moments to load, and we will then see this pop-up screen. Now let's go to the Variables tab and filter on non-classified variables. And here we can see our new derived variable. If we click on the expand icon here, we can see the answers. Let's drag and drop this new variable into the questions folder and switch back to the report designer to test it. Now let's test this variable by dragging it into the downbreak pane and selecting a default template. I'm going to use the template vert stacked bar. Let's preview to see the results. Note how it is much easier to see the results when the scores are banded rather than report on them separately. We are now ready to start creating reports, which will be explained in the next chapter.